Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the YouTube channel for Three Bone Theater. I'm Tiffany Bryant-Jackson, Education Manager, and today we're talking with our community partner for this show. So we have Molly Phillips, who is the Assistant Director of Education at the Bethel Museum, and we're talking about art on prescription, which is fascinating to me as a creative who's always said that art saves lives. Now there's something to help urge that along. So, Molly, tell me about the program itself and how it came to be.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for having us. We are thrilled to be a part of this. And I should also mention Three Bone Theater is a wonderful partner for Arts on Prescription. So this is a lovely, lovely connection. But this really started out of, I came to the museum in 2023. And immediately when I got here, because we were sort of in this rebuilding phase from the pandemic, and because a lot of the amazing community engagement programs that the museum had done in the past just had changed because of this momentous event that had happened to everybody, it
Hmm.
gave the museum a chance to sort of sit back and think about, well, what does a new community engagement initiative look like? How can we kind of build upon what we had done and create something that maybe is different and that is maybe serving this sort of new need that is coming out of this moment? So we kept coming back to the idea of loneliness and just kept thinking about how museums and arts organizations are incredible places for, helping combat loneliness and creating spaces for rich community and social connection. And so we had done a ton of research about it. It is a model that exists, is pretty common overseas and is sort of now trickling to the US. And I think there's more attention being paid. But that was really what started it was just, thinking about how can we create something that helps people connect. And arts on prescription was the idea. So we just went for it and moved forward with it and started reaching out to all the people we could, including Three Bone Theater. So
Love it.
yeah.
And I will let the people know why this is a great partnership for this particular production. I mean, it's a great partnership overall, but for this particular production, we are following a young man who's lived much of his life alone in a space of aloneness. And we are getting to see him start to build connection and community for the first time in a very long time. And so, as we were thinking about partners and what worked, this is why this came to light for us because it was like, yes, that is I mean, community goes so far. And I think we learned that after the pandemic when we all had to sit in our own bubbles. And some people didn't have community and some had healthy communities. And so it was easy to spot then the value of having a solid community to turn to talk to help you out of whatever was going on. So that's why for us this was like, oh, this goes with this play real well. In general, it goes with what we do. Excellent. But this particular play, it goes well. So what I know is you guys require a recommendation from a Novant health provider. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. So we reached out to Novant Health, just kind of, we had thought about who could be a good healthcare partner. We were very fortunate in that we have a great member of Novant's team on our board. Jay Norton has been amazing to help with this program. So he really helped us get into who we should be talking with Novant and helped grow that relationship. But we really wanted there to be some sort of collaboration with a healthcare provider. So right now in its pilot phase, because we still kind of consider it, a growing program and an experiment a little bit. But
Mhm.
and I should say this program started, we launched the program in May 2025. So it's still pretty new.
Mhm.
But they, right now, the way that it is structured is that we are partnering with the Novant Health's psychiatry team. So they have, I think, about 12 clinics throughout Charlotte. And those psychiatrists are the ones who make the referral to the program. So they really look out for individuals who they feel like would benefit from the program. Then the referral is made. They fill out a form that goes to us, and then we help make the pairings and help figure out, which programs people are most interested in, help do all that magic behind there. But yes, Novant is a great partner in kind of helping spread the word with their community, and we are hoping that it'll grow to other areas within Novant, but also in the community of Charlotte too. Yeah.
Is there a timeline or a maximum amount of time someone can spend in this program?
Yeah, they get a year of free access to these different arts organizations. So it is ourselves, the Beckler Museum of Honor and Art. We provide art experiences and membership to the museum. Three Bone Theater, which provides tickets to various performances, and then Charlotte Ballet is also a partner, and then Clayworks is also a partner as well. So we wanted to make sure that an individual could get a variety of different arts experiences because there are so many in Charlotte. We
Mhm.
are really fortunate that we have such amazing arts organizations here. And so this way they get a little bit of everything. Yeah.
It is, you get your hands dirty in clay
Yeah.
works, you get the visual art at the museum, you get the beautiful art of dance, and you get the beautiful art of theater. So I love that it is all forms kind of folded in there. So if someone is interested in this program, first step, obviously, is to seek professional
Yeah.
opinion and then have that person refer them on.
Yes, correct. But we are hoping that, especially once we get a year under our belt and learn a lot from the program, that eventually this becomes a tool that, community organizations could use to refer people to the program that so that it really expands the access within the program because we know that not everybody, one sees a psychiatrist or
Mhm.
therapist. Not everyone has a doctor within a major healthcare system too. So we are definitely thinking of ways that we might be able to use the tool, use what we found, and expand it to other populations, kind of outside of the community too. Yeah,
I love that you guys are forward thinking in other ways to make sure it's inclusive.
yeah,
I appreciate that as a non-Novant person. I'm like,
right.
wait,
No.
that seems so cool. But
Yeah.
it is, like you mentioned, it is in its infancy since May of
Oh yeah.
2025. And so you have time to grow and come out of this phase and figure out ways. But you did the first step, right? You started, you
Yeah.
launched, which is like step
Yeah.
one, launch. You birthed the program. Now you're raising it.
It's
I like
true.
to refer to everything as bringing a child forth. You now,
Gosh.
we're in infancy, and we've got to get through toddlerhood before we're stable
Oh yeah.
and settled.
It's
So
so
I
true.
love that.
Yeah, I mean, and these programs are so new for the US too, because most of the examples that we saw, especially coming out of like the UK or other European countries, they have a very different healthcare system than the US does. And so
Hmm.
there's not a great, like blueprint for this kind of work. And so there is a lot of things, that we're adjusting kind of as we go through it and learn more about, how this actually works. So it is very much in its infancy, but so far we're so excited, and the response has been just overwhelmingly positive too.
Every time I talk about it to someone who's talking about the show, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we have a great partner," and I described it, and they go, "Oh my God, that's fantastic,"
Yeah.
because most people in the arts do know there is healing in the arts, and the more you can get people in there, and it's interesting you mentioned that it's not it's popular somewhere else and not quite here, but that's like the arts in America in general, right? If you went to high school and a donor came to your high school and said, "Here's my money," it did not likely go to the arts program in your high school. So
Yes.
this is a way to bring the focus back on the importance of what the arts does
Oh
and the
yeah.
importance on how it's more than just creating the art.
Yeah.
Consuming the art is just as important for everyone in the picture. So I appreciate that, Molly. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope everyone gets a chance to come see the show and learn more about the partnership. We'll have stuff out, a display out to learn. And this is my warning on every video. I have to say it to everyone watching. If you have not purchased your tickets to this show yet, you have less than a month. Go ahead and get it now because if it sells out and you call and say, I was, this is your warning. So, fair warning. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in and getting to know our community partner, our own prescription with the Beckler Museum. We appreciate their partnership in this particular instance and overall. I hope you learn more and plug into what the arts can do for you and your people. Thank you.